Hi muckers, good morning. Well, it's the afternoon. It's currently 3 p.m., but I am not that long awake, and it is Wednesday the 27th of November. By the way, I need to go into town to get new skincare, like a top-up, because my cleanser's nearly done, but there's this K beauty store in Brighton, and I've been using this brand. Absolutely not sponsored or anything like that, but I would really recommend it. I love whenever I have a skincare routine because it just makes me feel so much more clean. Anyways, today is off to such an amazing start. Not only is my eye almost fully healed from surgery, it's a little bit sore still, but visually looks a lot better. But today is off to such a great start because I was really excited because today Lana Del Rey was releasing tour tickets. What is that in the ground? Oh, it's a bull. Lana Del Rey was releasing tour tickets, and also my favorite K-pop band, Stray Kids, were also releasing tour tickets. Now, the thing was, I was up really late last night. I was streaming on Twitch. I was editing YouTube videos. I was mailing the Dublin and London postcards, and time slipped away. And I ended up getting to bed at like 8 a.m. And then I woke up at 1 or 2 p.m. and I go on Instagram and I see my friend has posted that he got Lana Del Rey tickets, and my heart dropped and I was like, oh my god, I completely forgot about the fact that like so many tickets were going on sale today. So then I was in an awful mood and I was like, fuck sake. But then I go on to Ticketmaster, and keep in mind tickets went on sale at like 9 a.m. or something. The good thing was, for some reason, I woke up at like 1 p.m. Stray Kids announced a second show the second I woke up, and the tickets were going on sale 10 minutes after I woke up, which was perfect. And then Lana Del Rey, I had pre-sale code, which meant that I was able to access the tickets before general admission. So in total, I was able to get Stray Kids VIP soundcheck. And if you know K-pop, you know how big of a deal that is, for night 2. And then night 1, I'm going like sitting near the stage. And then Lana Del Rey, I wanted to go to her London show because she's doing Wembley Stadium, which is like the biggest stadium. But I am actually going to be touring sometime in June or July. So I have kind of written off all of June because I'm in Barcelona at the start of the month. I'm doing VidCon this year. I have some meetings in New York in June. So I'm kind of gone all of June. So I'm not really able to tour in June. So July is the month that the tour company want to add the other American dates. And so for me, I was like, oh my god, I can now no longer go to the Lana Del Rey show because it's in July. And the Stray Kids concert's also in July in London. So what I did was I booked Lana Del Rey tickets for June because she's doing other venues other than London in June. And then Stray Kids are doing London the 18th and 19th of July. So I'm going to cross my fingers, and when the tour company are booking dates officially, I'm going to be like, hey, I'm at Lana Del Rey until this date, and I'm at Stray Kids until this date. We have like 3 weeks to work with. I'm all yours. Fingers crossed that works. But I'm going to Lana Del Rey in Cardiff, Glasgow, and Liverpool. And I'm going to Stray Kids the 2 nights in London. So we are off to... I'm in such an amazing mood. I am going to head into town today. It is freezing cold. I got my Dolly Parton shirt on. Everything's great. Everything's going great. I want to go into town. I want to get a matcha of some sort. I also need to get new skincare. I need to top up my skincare. And maybe I'll just like walk around town. It is really cold that I have been avoiding going into town. And the reason that I haven't been filming the last couple days, other than my eye healing, is because I haven't been leaving my apartment. Like, it's even been so cold that I like haven't been able to bring the dogs on walks. So today it's so bitter cold, but I have found one of my big coats. We're just going to put it on and we're going to hope for the best. So I'm going to finish getting ready and then I'll catch up with you and we're going to head into town. Okay, hello everyone. So I'm currently on the bus into town. It's been a while since I've been on this bus, and the reason for that is because whenever I go into town, I either walk, Uber, or don't go. Because I don't really go into town during the daytime that much, specifically like this time of year. So this is definitely a little excursion. The only time that I really leave my house during the daytime now is when I'm taking the dogs for a walk or something like that. So going into town on a random Wednesday at 4 p.m. crazy and unheard of in my books. I used to love going into town whenever I first moved, and then I've lived here so many years now that I just look at Brighton town how I look at, like, you know, like Derry town, you know, like your hometown. Like, it's not, whoa, this bus is rickety. My goodness. Do you feel like you're on a roller coaster? God, this bus is disgusting. It's like so dusty and dirty, and the craziest things are written on the back of this seat, by the way. When I get this bus, it reminds me of like when I first moved to Brighton, and I used to get it like every single day going into town. I didn't know what Uber was. I didn't feel comfortable walking, and it was like my way of like socializing, because I like didn't have like friends when I first moved to Brighton, so I felt that like getting on the bus, like even if I didn't have any friends, like, you know, I was seeing other people. That's how dire the situation was. So whenever I get on it, I definitely get reminded of like my first couple of years in Brighton, and I just can't believe I've been here for so long. Yeah, I can't believe it. It's been 2021, 22, 23, 24, 5. I mean, that's like 4 or 5 years I've been in Brighton now, and it's crazy because I never thought that somewhere else would feel like home the way that, you know, back home Derry in Ireland does. But I have to be completely honest, like, I look, and this sounds so bad, but I look at Brighton equally as home now as what I do Derry. Oh my god, I hate taking the fucking bus. Jesus, do they know how to drive this thing? Not only is the bus so fucking old, but like, the way it drives is crazy. I'm getting fucking car sick. This is why I prefer walking into town, but the weather is way too bad for me to even consider doing that. But yeah, going on the following point, it is crazy to me that I have been able to find somewhere else that feels like home, and I guess a big part of that as well is that like I have such a community of like friends here, and I think as well when I go back to Derry, I don't have that many people that I like go back and see anymore. Like last time I was home, I was there for like a couple days, and I got to see my nana and granddad.
Is the Royal Sussex County Hospital.
Okay, girl. Whenever I was back home, you know, I got to see like my grandparents, and I got to see like my mom and dad, my brother and stuff, which is great. But what was crazy is I only went home and saw my friend Ellie and Joy. But when I used to go home years ago, you know, there would be like a plethora of people that I would go and hang out with, and just over the years you grow further and further apart from people from your hometown. You know, like everyone goes doing their own things. So whenever I go home now, there really isn't much I'm going home for other than family. And so I have kind of like found that sense of community and friends elsewhere, and I've really found it in Brighton. And I don't know why I've been thinking about this, but I've just really been thinking about like how long I see myself in Brighton, and I really don't know, because whenever I left and went to Manchester, it was like the biggest mistake of my entire life, and I regretted it, and I thought about Brighton like every single day when I was in Manchester, and I wish that I was able to live back in Brighton again, and thankfully I was able to make that work. But I don't see myself here forever, because, you know, ironically it feels very small to me, even though it's so much bigger than Derry. And I feel like I've done a lot here. I feel like I've made a lot of memories here and a lot of connections. I think if I'm being honest, I think I have like maybe like 1 more year left in me in Brighton. And that's like me speaking like truthfully, honestly, like taking everything into consideration. Like I have moved and wanted to come back to Brighton. Like I've taken all that into consideration. I think I have like 1 more year in Brighton, 2 more years maximum, but like 1 year preferably left in Brighton before I move elsewhere. And that's exciting to me because I don't know what age I think I am, but like next year I'm going to be 23, and I think I would like to be in like a different stage of my life, and I think that's going to look like living somewhere else. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that I'm going to live in, like the ones that initially come to mind are, I don't know if I'm going to live in Paris, which not only is my favorite city in the entire world, but it is such a great hub for work as well. And Paris is definitely a big consideration. The only thing holding me back is the French, even though I know a lot of my friends that live out in France who don't speak French, and you like learn it out there, but that's like a big thing holding me back just on a confidence level. I know I would figure it out, and I love Paris,
and Paris is the one I would want to live in because it's the city. I would never want to live in London, and it just makes more...
The next stop is College Place.
Okay. It just makes a lot of sense for me to be considering my options with America soon, because I'm traveling out there so much and spending so much money. Like, the fact that whenever I go out there for, like, work or filming or something like that, as stupid as it sounds, like, yeah, it is work, you know. Again, it sounds stupid because it's, like, YouTube and stuff and, like, filming podcasts, but, like, it is work. And it's a lot of money to keep going out to America, like, once every month or once every 2 months or once every 3 months or whatever like that. And I have so many people that I network out with in America, and there's just so many. It's crazy. Like, whenever I go to, like, LA specifically, like, the amount of opportunities that present itself with me only being there for a month is crazy. So I definitely think within the next year we're highly considering Paris, London, even though I really wouldn't want to do London, but I just need, like, a bigger city for, like, networking and work. London, Paris, or New York or LA.
The next stop is Upper Bedford Street.
This has been the ricketiest fucking bus journey of all time. Dear God. But anyways, that's something that I'm not planning that much in advance for, because whenever oh, there's the vet right there where Tyler got put down, and not ever do I get driven past here where I don't think of that horrible day. I remember sitting, it's called Coastaway Vets, it's like right down there. I remember sitting I remember getting the news that he had to be put down. He was my cat, Tyler, if you're new here. I remember being like, I just need another moment with him, and I filmed this, and I brought him outside in his little carrier, and he was so sick and so frail.
Park Street.
And I just remember having that last moment with him, and it was such a moment of defeat, where I feel like for both of us, where he didn't want to fight anymore, and I knew that, like, it was it. So I think about that every time I, come back. I also can't believe I've had so many of these, like, really big, like, life-altering experiences, like, on my own, and it's crazy how much has happened within the 4 years. Has it been 4 years? I think it has been 4 years, yeah, since I've lived here in Brighton. And when the same thing happened with Milo, that was in Manchester, and I think that was a big reason that I really just turned on Manchester and hated Manchester, because one of my first initial big memories in Manchester was Milo getting really sick and being put down. So, I mean, maybe it wasn't all Manchester's fault. People responded to me when I announced the London show, and were like, oh, I hope, it makes me really sad, or I hope you come to Manchester. It makes me really sad that you keep saying that you hate Manchester. They were like, because I live here, and, like, I just wish you gave it a better chance, whatever. And if you had said that to me ages ago, I'd be like, fuck off. But now I, like, hear that, and I'm like, you know what? Like, that's completely valid. Like, I think the move to Manchester was made way too quickly. It was a rush decision out of panic of things that were going on at the time. And then I felt very lonely, and I relied very heavily on my animals, and then very quickly, within living there, one of my animals gets so sick that he has to be put down, you know what I mean? So I think it was very situational of things that were going on in my life at that time, because there were some good memories in Manchester, and I wasn't there for that long. There would have been more if I stayed for longer. I completely understand that. So I just want anyone to know that if they're in Manchester and they're like, Adam hates Manchester, it's all jokes. Don't worry. It wasn't for me at that stage in my life. But I do love going up and visiting Manchester, all jokes aside. I still do have some friends that live up there, and I have some of my favorite bars that are up there. And I had so many really fun days with the dogs up there. And yeah, I mean, it's not all bad. And that's coming from the most negative person you've ever heard in your entire life. All right, I've really hated this bus journey. It has made me feel so sick. Like, there's no need for it to be driven like that. I've never been on the bus where it's been driven like this, if I'm being completely honest. Like, this is crazy. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. But I have a really fun upcoming time period and I'm really excited for it. So tomorrow I'm going to Charlie XCX concert in London. We're going to the Brat tour. So excited for that. My shirt just arrived today for what I'm going to wear. It's a shirt that Charlie XCX wore once and it's called They Don't Build Statues of Critics, which I think is so funny. So I'm going to wear that tomorrow. And my friend Neve is coming with me, and my friends Liv, I think, are coming with us as well. And Neve is wearing a shirt that says Hot Person at Work, which Neve loves a graphic tee, obviously, we know this. But right after that, on Friday, is my friend's club night, Crushed Brighton. We always talk about it on the podcast. So I'll be going to that on Friday. And then on Saturday, because, you know, never a day off, I'm going and meeting up with one of my friends, Christian, who I don't see that often. Oh my god. Sorry, I haven't been in town since I literally do not come into town anymore. The Royal Pavilion is the ice rink right now. Oh my god, it's all Christmassy. Oh my god, with ice skating. Wow, that is so pretty. That's made me think of my friends Imogen and Rachel. We went there once, and I walked into a tree and got a black eye. Literally on this eye as well. This eye's really been through it. But anyways, on Saturday, I'm going and meeting up with my friend Christian in London, who I do not see him very often. And we're going to a Miley Cyrus club night, which will be fun, I guess. I love Miley Cyrus. I think the club night starts really early. By the way, y'all, here's Revenge. Remember the gay club we always talk about? Oh, we just passed it. Sorry, I'm just giving you a little bit of Brighton lore here. Spent many nights in there. I haven't been there in so long, though. I haven't gone clubbing in a very long time. Actually, haven't gone out in a long time. I'm such a homebody now. Literally, if the temperature drops, I do not want to go out. And then next week is a big week because Bonnie and Dolly are going back home to Ireland. Every year they go back home for Christmas, and they always go home at the start of December because, well, they actually normally go home the middle to start of November. But this year, I tried to keep them for as long as possible, and they're going home the start of December, like right before I go to New York. I go to New York on the 9th of December. So I think the dogs are going on maybe like the couple days before that. So there's a courier, and we know the guy. We've used him so much, and he's great. He takes his own car, and he, you know, takes the dogs on the boat overnight from, you know, Brighton to Belfast, and then my dad picks them up, and the dogs stay home for Christmas, which is great because it means that whenever I come back from New York, I can fly to London, leave my stuff off, and then immediately come home and spend, you know, time at home because the dogs aren't, you know, in Brighton where I have to look after them. They're at home. So whenever I'm home for Christmas, like, it just means I can relax as well. And I'm so grateful that my parents, like, allow them to, you know, stay there because I know they have their own dogs and they have their own shit, and I know it disrupts their schedule, but I really, really, really appreciate it because they have no idea how much it helps me. And also, there's so many opportunities that I would not be able to do this year if it wasn't for my parents looking after the dogs. I wouldn't be able to do the tour if it wasn't for them because obviously I have the dogs. I can't bring the dogs on tour. That's a long time for a dog sitter, so I would not be able to do the tour without them. So I'm really grateful for my parents doing that. And also, me and my brother are going to Japan in March, which I haven't told you. We just booked that. I was planning on going to Japan right after the first batch of shows, before the second shows, to film a bunch of content and also just have some fun. And so I was gonna go, and then I reached out to my brother, who I went to Japan with last time, if he wanted to go again, because there's a little bit of lore that happened last time, but we're both in two very different places in our life right now, and I love my brother very much, and I know that we'll have a good time in Japan, and he loves Japan so much, and obviously I'd want to do the experience with him. So we're going to Japan in March, and
The next stop
yeah,
is North Street.
and that's the stop that I get off. Is it? Yeah, I'll get off at this one. Okay, we're now in town. Yippee! Look, Brighton has all of the Christmas lights up, so I'm currently walking into the lanes, but this is the first time I'm seeing all the Christmas lights of this season. Okay, so there's surprisingly not that many people in town today. Oh my god, these lights are... Oh, my bag was just completely open. But these Christmas lights are really, really, really beautiful. I feel like every time I come into town, there's more and more shops that are completely new as well. I remember coming into this store with my Nana and Granda when they were here. I think that's a memory I really like about Brighton as well, that like I have memories with my Nana and Granda here, because that's something that I would never have anticipated that I would have. And I'm just really glad that my Nana and Granda got to, they're still here, but they got to experience my life here a little bit. What is this store? There's so many random stores. These streets are so pretty. Also, this place is really great for getting a photo booth done if you're ever in Brighton. God, this place is so much nicer in summer. I know it probably looks pretty to all of y'all, but it's like so fucking cold right now. And during the summertime, these streets are so hot and it's so beautiful. Okay, so we're now going into the lanes, which is like the main shopping bit. It's like these roads of shops. It's really pretty. This was actually the first store I ever came into whenever I first moved to Brighton. Yes, it is called Pussy. The name got me, I'm gonna be honest. But I remember that was like the first things I ever bought in Brighton was in there. Okay, I need a matcha bad. I need a matcha so bad.
Cool.
Love this music store, by the way. Ooh, skater shop. I just realized that I brought a bunch of stickers that I got made for the London show that have like a QR code on them for tickets. And I was gonna put them on a lamppost because people do that with like advertisement things. So let's do that. I'm fuming because my favorite cafe is closed that does really good matcha. Or wait, where did I get matcha the last day? I'm trying to remember where I got a really good matcha. It was in the lane somewhere. I wonder if they'd be open. I'm gonna actually try find that place. Where was it? God, it was really good. I went with my friends Liv and Riley. I'm actually gonna put another sticker here. Why not? Oh my God, look how colorful it looks. Love. I just walked past one of my favorite retro stores, which is the one that I got all my stuff in the last time. And my friend has just started working in there, but it's his first day, so I didn't want to go in and be a nuisance and annoy him on his first day. But Riley, if you see this, I was rooting for you from the outside. So yeah, gonna try my best to find this other matcha place because it was so good. There's so many really cute dogs out today. I don't know how people persuade their dogs to like walk in this weather because mine actually refuse. Mine refuse. Dolly will like scream yelp if she gets too cold, and Bonnie will just refuse to move. Like Bonnie would just let herself freeze. Okay, if I remember correctly, the matcha place should be down here. Just you and I defying gravity. Popular. I'll help you be popular. Do. Oh. Everything that really counts to be popular. I know about popular. I hope I've remembered this correctly because I really want it now. That couple behind me are wanting to buy some fluffy socks if anyone knows where to buy them. All right, where the flying fuck? Oh my God, that's like a little knitting store. I used to really love knitting. My Nana taught me and then I fell out of it and I'm concerned that I wouldn't know how to do it anymore. But I really want to pick it up because it really reminded me of her. Okay, I'm starting to think that this matcha place is not anywhere near me. Popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper place. Wait, I don't think the matcha place exists. Okay, that's disappointing, but I have oh my God, Miffy. I have completely forgotten where the place even is. But if you want socks, they're right there, fuck me. Damn, I really wanted that specific matcha. But that's okay because I still got Lana Del Rey tickets and I still got Stray Kids tickets. Today is a good day. I think there might be a Pret near me. 210 yards. Down this way? Okay, apparently there's a Pret down here. I mean, I also like their matcha, so that's fine. I just want a damn matcha, if I'm being real. Oh my God, little alien. Okay, look at the little alien, that's so dope. I've spent many drunk nights out in that shop right there. Me and that owner, we're like that on a night out. Oh my goodness. He knows exactly what I want whenever I'm drunk. Wait, that sounds really bad. I mean food. Dear God, that could have been phrased in such a better way. Okay, there's a Joe and the Just down here. I've had Joe and the Just once, but it was incredibly expensive. Now, coffee and matcha are normally expensive anyways, but that diva is in a rush. Oh, I hope you make your bus, queen. But Pret is just, I can't justify that price, if I'm being honest. Ooh, a new Japanese restaurant has opened. Down here was where I stayed with an Airbnb. New Year's Eve last year, that's where I had my big mental breakdown. A lot of memories. Oh my God, I love that sushi place. Not eating sushi in it, but getting their katsu curry. Oh, there is a Pret down here. I remember, it's right beside Lush. Why do the roads look so fucked up right now? Oh, I need to get skincare as well. Let's do that first. Hey. Hi. Can I get a matcha, please, with oat milk and vanilla? That's it. Thank you so much. Perfect. Thank you. I love the matcha from in here. No, that little K-beauty store that I was in there now getting my skincare is really, really, really good. They have like all of the stuff that I was seeing in the shops whenever I was in Japan. It's definitely a little bit more pricey, but I love the brand so much. That's one thing I'm really excited about going back to Japan. All of their skincare and makeup and all like that. I absolutely love it. And it's so cheap out there. Also, if anyone wants a good hair mask, Thinno, it's a red packaging in like a little tub, face mask, hair mask, Adam. Totally recommend. You can get it really cheap in Japan, but you can also get it like elsewhere, and it's so worth it. It saved my bleached ass hair. Perfect. Thank you so much. God, it's getting dark so early. Just need you to see that it is only 4:30. What the fuck? This might still be too hot to drink. Oh my God, these lanes are so pretty. Like all the little buildings look so pretty. This is actually the building, it's a travel agent that I booked my first ever trip to America through. I remember sitting in there and just being so excited that I booked America. That's so good. The trick to a good matcha is I like the greeny, grassy taste, but it needs to be balanced out with a nice milk. I normally go for like almond or oat milk and then a big bit of vanilla. And this is perfect. I need to tie my shoelace. I've been walking around with it unlaced for about an hour, by the way. Now that you're choosing this, I'm actually obsessed with these shoes. Look at all the different colors. Wait, and they're on Black Friday as well. Okay. What is this shop called? Jones Bootmakers. Okay. Taking a mental note. And if I still want it, oh my God, brat. Look at the brat. At around 4:30 every day, I get like a text from my mum being like, how's things? And I know that that's her home after work. So I'm probably gonna call her soon because we do a very long call. I cannot believe this Hello Kitty cafe is still here. What the fuck? It used to be a BTS cafe before that, which is really funny. And you know I ate that shit up. I ate that shit up. There's nothing better than a really hot drink. Oh, she just dropped something. What'd she drop? What's the drama? Oh, it was her entire bag. Poor girl. There is nothing better than a hot drink on a freezing day. The back and forth of freezing weather and hot drink, oh, amazing. I mean, yeah, like this time of year is pretty with like the lights and stuff, but I just really prefer coming down here and it being sunset really late at night and it being light. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. Not gonna complain. Jesus, that drove really close to me. Because this is still pretty. Oh wait, I'm actually gonna cross the road. My only one complaint with Pret coffee is that this is not big enough for me. I need a cup that is much larger than this. I feel like I've gotten so accustomed to like the American portion sizes. I love when people cross the road before they're allowed to and then they stare at everyone not crossing the road in like a way. Okay, diva, go off, I guess. Now it's time for the rest of us to cross. I hope you're happy now that you're choosing this. You too. God, I haven't even seen the goddamn movie and I can't stop singing it. I'm gonna be insufferable once I see it. I was gonna see it last night, but it sold out. These little pods right here, like these little igloos where you can like sit in, have dinner and drink and stuff, remind me of, and my mom is gonna know if she's watching this, they remind me of like 2 Christmases ago, I think. I was in New York with my mom, and me, her, and Kat went to like one of those like igloos, and we did like a Christmas tea. Mom, do you remember that? Oh, I loved that. I really loved that. Look. It's pretty. God, I really haven't left the house in a long time, and I have not been down here in a while. That was the thing as well. Whenever I lived in Manchester, I really missed living near the sea. Even though I don't come here that much, just knowing that it's there, I guess, is really nice. I don't know, there's something so grounding about the fact that I live here and we have all this stretch of like, by the way, it's rocky beaches, and all this water, and Brighton Pier over here. Hey, that rhymed. Ooh, I smell the donuts. They're really good. If you ever come to Brighton Pier, I recommend getting a hot dog, even though that is like so cliche. I recommend getting a hot dog from the pier. They'll be really cheap. I also recommend getting their like cinnamon sugar donuts as well. Like I totally recommend getting them as well. And under the pier, there's like a bunch of shops and cafes and restaurants and stuff, and I'd recommend getting battered sausage and chips from there. It's what I made my Nana do when she came here. See, I'm like 2 sips away from finishing this. We need bigger portions. It's actually warmed me up a lot. This was a hotel right here that burned down, and ironically, I was in town when it burnt. So this is it now being demolished. So it was all the way over here. But I was actually in town the day that it burnt down, because I remember I was in town with my friends. I don't know what happened. And I was like, what the fuck is that smell? And it smelled like there was something burning. And obviously there was. And ultimately, I moved closer and closer into town. I think I was actually in our bar over here, which is a little gay bar. So obviously I could smell it because it wasn't that far. And I walk outside and there's like black clouds and stuff, and I come down, and me and the Brighton locals watched that building burn down. And it was incredibly scary and incredibly sad. I mean, it's a big part of Brighton history. So RIP to that building. But all jokes aside, like so many people were displaced during that. Fucking sucked. Okay, they're putting the Christmas tree up. I can't believe it isn't up already. I hope I get to see this whenever it's all lit up. Actually, I was just gonna go home, but I actually want to walk and see the Royal Pavilion, which is where the ice rink is. Which is funny because I was literally in that area and I walked away from it, but we can walk back to it. Look at Brighton Pier, pretty. I remember whenever I was younger, seeing Brighton Pier in all of Zoella's vlogs. Oh my God, and she's doing Vlogmas right now, Zoe Sugg, and I love watching it. But I remember seeing Brighton Pier all the time in her vlogs, and it never would have dawned on me that one day I'd be living in Brighton. It wasn't even like when I watched these videos I wanted to live in Brighton necessarily, but I remember seeing all of the YouTubers at that time come into Brighton Pier with Zoella because they'd all be YouTubers like Troye Sivan, Tyler Oakley, literally like Colleen and stuff as well. Like there's these vlogs of them all around Brighton, and it only dawned on me after I moved that that was a thing. And so I watched them back and I'm like, oh my God, it's so crazy that I like live here now. I'm gonna walk to the pavilion right now to see the Christmas ice rink. I'm not gonna do it, but I just wanna see it because it looks pretty. And then we'll head home because it's very cold. But this has been so much fun. Oh, it looks so pretty. I didn't know they had like this restaurant bar area. I've never been in here before, but the ice rink is like right behind it. Oh, that is so cute. I'm also looking for, oh, I see one. The entire time I've been out, I've been looking for a red mailbox. Is that one? I think it is, because I need to mail, I think it is, yeah. I need to mail the Dublin and London art cards to people that sent me their address. I don't know, I think I have like 20 or something in my bag right now. So we're gonna cross the road and go over to that red phone box, oh my God, Adam, mailbox. It's actually post box. Thank you very much. Oh, this is so pretty because all the trees are lit up the color of the pavilion. Oh, so pretty, dude. So pretty. Come back and go I've been listening to Lana Del Rey all day, and I really just can't believe that I'm going and seeing her. What the fuck? Yeah, it's always been a dream to see Lana Del Rey. Can't believe I'm getting this like police lighting. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, after this I'm gonna go home because I am freezing my tits off. It's so cold. Oh, and it's a green light. I need like reasons to come into town. Oh my god, the sky is like really cool color right here. Look, that is so cool. Yeah, I need a reason. Hello? Hey, just give me a reason. I need a reason to come into town these days because it is really cold and there's just so many people. And I fear bumping into people I know in a bad way. Like people I know that don't like. But I need to come to my P.O. box soon because I haven't been there in ages and I got an email being like, hey, you haven't been here in a while. Okay, this is definitely a post box, which is great. I'm just gonna double check that these are all correctly stamped because there's some that are going to France, surprisingly. A lot of muckers are coming to the show in London here in France. Oh, I got this free face mask at the K-Beauty store. All right, let me just check. This one's going to UK, France, wish I was going with you, Ireland, another France, Dublin, Limerick, Galway, Ireland, Bangor, Belfast, Ireland, UK. Oh, I put two in there at the same time. I hope that one's correct. And then UK. Hello. UK. Last three. All right. I am now going to make my way home because I cannot feel my hands, but this was so pretty to see. And it was really nice to come and get a matcha. I'm for sure gonna go home and make myself another coffee, but that's okay, we don't judge. I just saw someone I recognize, so I'm walking the other way. I'm not lying. It's not even that I have a problem with this person that I just saw. I just don't want to talk right now to them. And you know what? That's okay, that's valid. I'm hanging out with my walkers, please. But yeah, I just can't believe that I'm going to Lana Del Rey. I think because I've seen Stray Kids before in London at Hyde Park, I can believe it a little bit more that I'm going and seeing them. But I can't believe I'm going and seeing them in like soundcheck because I've been, a fan of K-pop for so long and it's been such a big thing of these like soundchecks, right? And I never thought I'd be able to go to one myself. And the fact I am is crazy, but just Lana Del Rey. Someone just cycled past me and they were chugging a beer while driving the bike. I don't know how I feel about that. There is absolutely no reason for me to be doing a grocery shop this late at night. Oh my god, no, they don't have the pickles. I came in here looking for pickles. Damn it, they only have chopped up pickles. I guess I'll get some more sour cream. To be honest, there's no reason for me to be doing a shop right now, specifically with it being this time, but the reason I'm doing it is because I have been on Twitch stream for a very long time and I just wanted something different to do. So that's honestly the full reason. But that's okay because there's no problem with just going for a little grocery shop. Definitely want to get some of these carrots. It's not the exact ones I want, but they're fine. Might also get some other pickles. So yeah, I have been doing a Twitch live stream for the last like 5 hours. So cold. I have never felt temperatures in my entire life like this ever. Okay, let's for sure get some of these. Yummy. Also, the dogs really like when I get them cooked chicken. So I'm gonna get them some of this. They really like this. I'm gonna get 4 of these actually. Quite similar to me, I'm like wondering the people that are out shopping right now, like what they're doing shopping this late at night. I mean, it's literally about to be midnight. One of my favorite sections in these shops is like seeing all the birthday cakes because they remind me of my childhood. And I was never into Pokemon, so I never got that one. But the one I did used to get was, oh, I don't think they have the caterpillar cake. Oh no, they do. Each store in the UK has their own version of the caterpillar cake. This store's one is kind of ugly. Wait, this one is Diva. So many fun cakes. Love this one. I think the last thing I really need to get is hummus. So let's go and do that. I really like this sweet chili hummus. It's what I've been fucking with right now. Ooh, I'll try this red pepper and chili. Before I leave and go home, I just want to look at the candle aisle because it is my favorite aisle to look at. Oh my God, Dolly would love this. Okay, soft cotton. There's no real smell to that. I love this brand of candles, dusted pine. Ooh, that's quite fresh smelling. Dusted pine, I kind of like that. This is the one I always have burning in my apartment, the gingerbread one. I love it so much. Oh, it's so good. And I love pairing it with other ones. Spiced mulled wine. The lid's open on that one, so there's no real smell on it. Snowflake kisses. Ooh, that one is strong. It smells like chewing gum. Limoncello sorbet. No real smell. Whenever they don't have a lid on, there's no real smell to them. Cozy cottage. Like, what do you mean that's a scent? Like, what does that even fucking smell like? I kind of like this cozy cottage one. I just don't understand what that smell is supposed to be. Fresh cotton. Oh, that one's good. That's a really good cotton smell. It just smells like fresh bed sheets. They have a lot. Sugar plum pudding. Very sweet. Smells like a vape. Cherry cheesecake. Hate the smell of that one. It's way too strong. Okay, I'm giving up. I'm going home. I always love coming into this aisle. It's all like the toys for kids. Just because I like to see what is like the go-to toys for kids these days, because whenever I was younger, it's very different to these little things. I would have loved these. I love things that had like hair and stuff. Oh my God, the craft bands, like the silly bands. I used to love them. A lot of teddies, little tiny squishmallows, Play-Dohs. Oh my God, I always seen the cool girls with these. Oh my God, limb bands. Damn, I used to love limb bands. It's really stupid, but I wish I could read this to the dogs and they understood it. These are so cute. Oh my God, I used to love these textured books. Okay, truly, with that being said, I need to check out and go home because, oh my God, they have birthday cards of Wicked. Wow, they did that shit quick. Glamorous girl, wonderful just the way you are. So inspirational.
Okay, everyone, it is currently about to be 2 a.m. I just realized there was no dogs in this vlog. Here they come running. Ow. But they just immediately have to sit on the lap, by the way. Come on, bunny. Come on back. They love sitting on the lap. So anyways, I had a really nice, like, cozy day. All right. I see you both. This is how they battle for the attention. Oh, Bum Bum. Oh, my sweet Bum Bum. And then Dolly will now, like, frantically pace around us. Like that. And then she'll jump on top of her. And then Bonnie's now going to get pissed. She's getting attention that she's going to jump on top. Oh, she just fell. And she's going to go get her toy. All right. I'm going to love and leave you. I'm going to stay up for another couple hours kind of working on videos and stuff. Me and the girls say goodnight.